Welcome to my creative time with Emma, and also welcome to another Monday Madness. Imagine that. Okay, I am super duper excited about today's project. Okay, first of all, I'm going to show you which Imagine cartridge I used for it. I used the Teresa Collins, the black and white cartridge, and I used these two patterns, the little music pattern and the little diamond pattern. So if you don't own this cartridge, and if you haven't, Imagine, highly recommend this one. Super duper pretty patterns in that one, okay? And I got the best Happy Mail about maybe a week and a half ago. I just haven't had a chance to play with it. And a huge shout out and thank you to Miss Melanie with Courtney Lane Designs. She sent me this Art Philosophy cartridge. Oh my god, all I have to say is that if you need just one, if you're just starting out and if you want just one cartridge, this is the best cartridge out there today. Then that's my own opinion. And let me tell you, I am so super duper happy with this. I'm going to kind of just quickly show you the little booklet here. It's called Art Philosophy, and it is from close to my heart. But wow, look at how pretty that is. First of all, that would have just sold me right there, just on the sample card that they made. I made some flowers, but of course mine do not look anywhere near those, and I'll show you that in a moment. But anyways, basically it has some awesome, just really pretty, lots of gems in this one, okay? It even has like a little font. Lots. I'm just going to kind of go through this, and it has here a little like I'm going to show you really quickly on the back here. It even has little treat boxes for you. This one I was particularly happy about, the little French fry box. I remember back in the day I used to actually trace this off from a pattern and then cut it out myself. Same with this little I call it the little Chinese takeout, as well as the pillow box. Those are the ones I used to trace myself way back in the days and cut it out. Okay, so anyways, so basically this is one of the boxes. So it has like some Christmas stuff in there. Really pretty stuff. That pretty dragonfly. And it has a card feature on here, okay? A tag feature. I'm going to kind of just go up and down so you could see them all. But look at how pretty this is. Oh my god, and look at that. You have a little window shape, little window cards. But if you don't want to see that, you can use your Gypsy to, you know, to hide the contour feature, to hide those. But look at all these right here. Super duper cute. And you even have a little, like little banners in here. Like I said, flowers, little trees, lots of cute Christmas items in here. But like I said, this is the total package of cartridge that, in my opinion, that is out there today. Isn't that cute, the little acorn? That would make it a little adorable like Thanksgiving card for fall. You even have some hearts. I'm just seeing in my future really cute Valentine Day cards. But look at how cute little flowers, the pretty star, butterflies, and there goes your card features again right there in there with some tags. You even have a little house there. Wouldn't that be perfect with my home sewn stamp set? And let's see, this is one that I used today, a tag. Okay, and just some more awesomeness on this cartridge. Okay, and look at, you even have like little, I guess you call those hollies, maybe? I think that's what it's called. Little ornaments here. Let's see if I found the one. I'm trying to see the card that I had actually made. Okay, there goes some more goodies there. You have little photo corners as well. Adorbs. And look at that Christmas tree. Super duper cute. God, I love this cartridge. Okay, so I'm trying to find the card that I actually made in here so I could show you since I have it open. Let's see, here goes this. And this also kind of looks like a little egg shape, like a little springy. You could do something spring with that. And more little photo corners, more cards. Look at how pretty that card shape is. I just saw that. Actually, I could have used that one today, but that's okay. I'm happy with the one I used. There you go. Someone look at that cute little one there. Super duper cute. I'm sure you saw this on other people's blogs already, but I just had to show you my version of it. This is the card right here. This is the one I used today in for my project. And look, you have cute little keys, you have borders, you have this little deal right there. It is so super duper pretty. Like I said, this is the one cartridge. If you don't have it, I highly recommend it. It's a little up there in price, but you know what? It's worth it because this isn't all. I'm going to show you what it actually came with, okay? And check this out. Remember how I was like dying to get Flower Shop, but I'm so glad I didn't. You know why? Because it's in here. Look at that. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different little flowers that you can make in there, okay? And I'll show you how I did that today. And super duper cute. Look at the cupcake. You have another little heart, another border. Beautiful, beautiful cartridge, okay? So now that's not only what you get with it. You also get stamps with it. Isn't that exciting? I'm so excited. Okay, so the one I used today was this one here. Okay, I used that one and I incorporated one of my stamps with it. But anyways, I just want to quickly show you. Aren't these pretty? And the cool part about it, let me take one out so you can see. You see right here, it gives you the size for what size for you to cut your cupcake at, so you can use that stamp with it. Isn't that beautiful? And here goes another one there. So you get 3 of these, and you get, I mean, this is what I got so from her. So I'm assuming this is what comes in the package, okay? You get even some awesome chipboard pieces. How cool is that? I'm going to show it to you sideways so you can see the whole thing. Isn't that beautiful? Super duper cute. And here goes some tags. So those are chipboard of some banners. And here goes some tags. And then this one kind of, everything fell out of it, but you could get the whole gist of it. Basically, you could see like the shapes of what these chipboard pieces are like. Okay, so basically that's the art philosophy, people, and if you don't have it, I highly, highly recommend it. Okay, so I'm just going to quickly show you my card I made, all right? Okay, this is the beautiful card I made, okay? Isn't that so pretty? As you can see, my flowers don't look like the ones that are in the book just yet, because you could see, let me show you quickly right here. You see how you see the flowers? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See, there's 5 flowers right there. And as you could see, mine aren't as I will perfect them, I promise. So, being that my my flowers didn't quite come out the way they should have, there was such a huge opening in the center. When all else fails, everybody just grab your little feathers or your boa. But these were feathers, so I kind of trimmed them down and I stuck them in the center so it didn't look like I made an error. Because remember, there's no mistakes in paper crafting. Remember that. Okay, so here goes the stamp that I stamped in here. Now, you see the dotted line right here? It had 2 of them, but what I did was I masked that one off. So this way I used this stamp set of mine here. You're my best buddy. And I use this sentiment there, I love you, okay? So what you do is you just go ahead and just check off the one that says for a special either teacher, mom, brother, friend, dad, sister. I went ahead and checked off mom, and then I went ahead and stamped in I love you. So like I said, I masked off the other little dotted line, and I thought my stamp looked very perfect with these close to my heart. Perfect combo. Okay, so this is what I did. I'll show you. I'm just going to show you really quickly in my Gypsy how I just wanted to show you the card first this time because I'm so proud of it. Like I said, my flowers aren't perfect, but they will get there, I promise, because I will be playing with this cartridge a lot, okay? So let me go ahead and show you really quickly how I did it in my Gypsy. Okay, as you can see, my Gypsy girl is naked. I had a scare earlier. I was updating her, and all of a sudden I got that little message on. There was no message. It just says connected. As soon as it got to the imagine portion of the update, it just froze, and I tried to like take these screws off on the back to take it apart because it wouldn't turn off. So what I had to do is I had to let the battery die. So it said connected. I had to let the battery die, and I took a deep breath. Anthony says, Mommy, are we going to have to bury the Gypsy girl? And I says, well, I sure hope not, because I will be crushed, okay, without her. So what I did was I let the battery die. And then I plugged her in. turned her back on, and it took a little while to load, but thank God it loaded up because I needed to update it because I didn't have the Art Philosophy cartridge in here. I don't mind if my Imagine doesn't match up with this. I could live without that. Okay, because I could basically just use my Imagine for the pattern papers, and I am totally fine with that. I was just afraid I was going to lose her, and thank God I didn't. So that's the reason why she's not dressed, but she will be dressed the next time, I promise. Okay, so now basically what I did was I just took that one, remember I told you the card that I found in there, and that is just sized at 6 inches, okay? And then I just went to layer 2, and I got the layer that I needed to go on the top of the card. So what I did was, let me turn on the eyeball there. So what I did was I went ahead, as you could see, if you could see my card here, you see how it's a little bit bigger. I purposely did it that way, okay? So what I did was I just took the layer that I needed to go on top, and I just basically just resized it. So what you want to do is just turn off that little link. Make sure it's not yellow. Make sure it's white. And what I did was I just resized it. I made the width 6.20 and the height 4 3/4. So this way it could be bigger than the actual base of my card, and I purposely did that, okay, because I wanted to make sure all of the flowers fit in there, okay? So we're going to go to layer 3 really quick. Let me turn the eyeball off so you don't have to see. And this is my little shape right there. Let me make it bigger for you. Oops. So this is my little shape right here, okay? And that's the one I had used that stamp for, and it told me to cut it out at 2 inches, and that's exactly what I did. Okay, so that's basically what I did with my Gypsy, and the reason why I really used my Gypsy so I could resize that top layer. You could just make the card plain, but you know how I feel about that, the way it folds. I wanted it to be, the top layer to be a little bit bigger. Okay, so now I'm going to show you the little flower. This is what the flower looks like when you cut out. Now, just keep in mind, these two bigger flowers were cut at 6 inches, okay? And this one here, oops, this one here was cut at 5 inches. So what I basically did was I went ahead and I grabbed one of my paint brushes here. Let me grab one really quick. Okay, I just got a paintbrush, and to kind of help me with it, I just grabbed a little tiny glue dot, okay, and just kind of put that right there, all right? And this helped me roll it around my paintbrush, okay? Now, keep in mind, I'm not an expert at this. This was my first time doing it. I got to practice with 3 flowers. My third one actually didn't come out too bad, but I'm still not too proud of them yet. So, what you want to do, just to help it stick on the end, this is what I used, okay? You don't have to, but I figured this will help it. And what you want to do is just roll it toward you. And I'm sure there's lots of videos out there. I just hadn't had a chance to really search for one to show you the exact way how to do this. But this here, oops, see, my little thing came off here, my little glue dot. But that's okay. Let me just kind of do it again. All right. It's just to kind of help it so it won't slide off. But anyway, so there we go. We got it back intact. And it's not going to stay this tight. It's just, I just needed something to help guide me to get it rolled, you know, roll it all the way. So what you're going to do is just kind of just roll it all the way. And it's going to like kind of fold on some parts, but that's okay. It's quite all right. Okay. And then just keep on going all the way around. And like I said, it's not going to be a perfect flower, but I'm going to practice, okay? Because I really, really want to learn how to make these fabulous flowers, okay? So now, you just want to go like that. But you see this little round part here? You want to make sure that's like kind of straight, because that's where you're going to put your glue, okay? So you kind of want to just like let it go just a little bit, just like so. If you want a tight flower, that'll actually, oh, look at that, it looks nice already. You just want to leave it just like so. So let me grab my glue gun. Excuse my dirty glue gun here, my little ghetto glue gun, because I can't use my other one because my boys keep taking all of my batteries for their little controls or something, like whatever they need it for. Okay, so that's why I don't have my cordless cute pink one. So what you want to do is just put it right at the bottom, just kind of hold, and I want this to be a little tighter this time, more tighter than those other ones there. Okay, hopefully you saw where I put the glue and all that good stuff. So let me just kind of hold that down like so in place. And then just want to hold it. So what you want to do, what I do is just kind of you could just curl out the sides if you want. I mean, you don't have to, but it just looks a little bit more prettier, a little bit more, how should I say, presentable. Okay. And there you go right there. How pretty is that? Okay. And, ooh, know what I should do? I should have done this with that one. What you can do, just to make it look like little water drops are on there, you could go ahead and just put some little glossy accents on your little petals. How pretty. I should have done that with the card. I just might have to add that. But isn't that cute? Just a few. You know, you don't have to get all crazy. But when it dries, it'll look a little pretty, like little water drops are on your little rose. I think it's a really pretty flower here. I think it looks like a rose. So anyways, basically that's how you do the flower. And actually, since this was my third flower, I think it came out pretty cute, because you know why? I didn't have to hide my mistake, my error. Actually, really, there's no mistakes, remember, but I just had to hide the bigger hole with some little feathers there. So that's how it looks, and this is what my card landed up coming out to be, and I'm so super proud of it. So all I did was I just put a little hole there, and I put a hole in my flower. I just used my little tiny hole punch, put that on. So basically it was kind of a little floppy. So what I did was I just threw a little glue dot right there, and this is just some paper here I had picked up from Stampin' Up. I think it's called Woodland. I got it from their little tiny catalog. Pretty little, I thought this went perfect with this whole card. And I used some Tim Holtz Distress ink for both of them. I think it's the twigs, gathered twigs or something like that. So anyhow, this is my card. I so hope you enjoyed it. Sorry about the long video, but I really, really wanted to show you that art philosophy cartridge. So if you're interested in it, I will have a link to Miss Melanie's blog. She's awesome about getting your product to you right away. She's the best. So I will give you a link to her blog. She is a close to my heart consultant, so she could go ahead and help you out on this awesome cartridge. Like I said, if you need to own just one cartridge, this is the one for you, because look how much it came out. Look how much you got with it, and it's just so beautiful. So anyways, everybody, thank you so much for tuning in. Don't forget to visit all of my design team members' blogs. They have some awesome cards today, like always. It's just such an honor and joy to have all of those talented ladies on my team, and I'm very grateful for every single one of them. So have a wonderful day, everybody, and I will see you back here soon. Bye-bye.